Voilà, nous sommes de retour à Disneyland Paris.
Or we're back
At Disneyland Paris. Well, we were only in France for a very, very short trip.
and pretty soon it'll be time to go home.
But first, we have a ton of stuff to do.
I just want to see everything in my favorite park before I have to go home.
Things like this that they definitely do not have in Anaheim.
You know what? You know where we haven't been with them yet? Discoveryland.
Tony Baxter's Jules Verne inspired
Steampunk Dreamland.
Wow, it looks so beautiful.
Too bad it doesn't feel as good as it looks right now because it's below freezing.
Futuristic steampunk ice has formed everywhere. It's the day after tomorrow in the future, Allie. Looks like the Autopia is undergoing a little refurbishment on this visit of ours.
What's cool is unlike the last time Allie was here,
Space Mountain is actually open.
and not only that, but right now it's Hyperspace Mountain.
It's kinda hard to see in there, but believe me, Hyperspace Mountain in Disneyland Paris is way better than the one at home.
There's way more stuff to project the spaceships on.
This one goes upside down and has the corkscrew.
Lasers are flying everywhere.
It is epic. Best Space Mountain overlay ever.
Oh, you'll have to excuse the way I'm speaking. My lips are starting to freeze out here.
Maybe we should head somewhere a little bit warmer, perhaps under the sea?
Captain Nemo probably has a heater, right?
Oh, plus I forgot I've got to get inside the Nautilus because I've got a really important question to ask. The only question you can ask down here.
Hey guys, what's cracking?
Get it? What's cracking?
Captain Nemo gets the joke.
I love Disneyland Paris. So many weird walk-through attractions. Who can hate hanging out on the Nautilus, looking at Krakens, watching them come in close and then get shocked away every few minutes or so?
Yeah, what a fun one.
Definitely always been a big fan of theming and environment.
And that's one thing that Disneyland Paris just does the best.
Oh yeah, speaking of walk-through attractions, we have got to head over to Adventureland.
We almost visited Disneyland Paris without going through the Aladdin one.
Oh,
Look at this. It's one of those world's biggest mouse party cupcake human hybrids.
the traditional French birthday celebration, question mark?
That is definitely what I want for my 90th birthday. Make some human cupcake hybrids for me. Just make sure they're gluten-free.
Oh, I could not get enough of that castle.
Ooh, and speaking of castles,
I almost forgot about this guy. It's the Enchanted Advent Calendar. Apparently, every day they pick a kid to open up one of these drawers, and then whatever the picture shows on the inside, they get that as a present. Looks like this kid won a fun ornament set. That's a pretty sweet prize.
Ooh, okay, starting to get cold again.
Let's head on over to a warmer climate.
Oh, I never get sick of looking at this.
Disneyland Paris's Adventureland entrance.
So epic, so different from all the other Adventurelands.
Such a cool mix of Middle Eastern and North African theming.
And of course, it's home to another wonderfully indoor walkthrough attraction.
Le Passage Enchanté de Aladdin.
Ooh, this attraction's a real diamond in the rough.
And it's great even before you get in because these lamps here are held up by a pile of camel poo. That's awesome.
Why does this camel poo smell like cigarettes? Oh, someone left one there.
I was gonna say that camel had a weird diet. All right.
I forgot how epic this was. Ooh, look at him fighting off those guys with bread. It will work against me. Oh, yeah. I love seeing all of these awesome models. There's actually no heater in here.
At least there's also no literally freezing cold wind.
It's like my wish came true. I forgot about constipated Jafar.
The look on his face is just so funny.
Who built all these dioramas?
I wish I could hire them because I'd really like a few to put in my backyard.
I wish for a model of the Disneyland Paris castle, and I wish for a cleaner lamp. My wish came true. It's rubbed clean.
All right, guys. Well, that pretty much wraps up this one.
You want to see these in more detail?
Like I mentioned the other day, about 18 months ago, we did a video on all the weird walkthroughs of Disneyland Paris.
So if you get some time, check it out.
And remember, guys, always free your genie. Ooh, now that we're in Adventureland,
That reminds me, we have unfinished business in this land.
we're gonna have to leave this curious area.
I know that says curios. I'm just trying to be punny.
okay? We're gonna leave this area and head on over this way. And I was gonna say, ask the genie to grant us a wish, but he looks a little bit preoccupied right now. Well, that's okay, because there's something else this way we need to take care of. Oh, hi, Aladdin. And that's pirate business. It may be freezing here in France, and I mean literally freezing, but I hear it's a lot warmer in the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the pirate smiley face. This fort is so happy.
Oh my gosh. I always forget just how much I love this ride till I step back inside. The theming and the detail in the queue alone is incredible. It really makes me feel like I'm inside the world of the Pirates of the Caribbean. I was so sad last time when you finally got to come to Disneyland Paris, but Pirates was still closed and you didn't get to ride it. So I was so glad that this Christmas you finally got to come with me so you could finally experience Paris Pirates. This place has got my favorite castle, my favorite main street, and it kind of ties with the original sometimes. But it just might be my favorite pirate. No, it's definitely a tie with the original, but still, tie is still kind of first place. I just love the line. I love the queue so much. I wish I could build a little pirate apartment in here and just live in this ride.
Yeah, it's so cool in here.
I know 7-year-old Allie was such a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. What if she could see you now, huh?
She does.
Oh, it's so warm in here. Okay, I think it's that time. Time to climb aboard a pirate ship. Here we go. Out of the cave and into the lagoon. We're now inside the Blue Lagoon, looking at the former Blue Lagoon restaurant, now called Captain Jack's, you know, after Jack Sparrow. Man, I haven't eaten at this restaurant for quite a few years now. Next time we come, we should totally eat there. Now, I love the Blue Bayou in the original Pirates in Anaheim, but look at the size of this. This is so elaborate and so impressive here in the Blue Lagoon. I really feel like I'm outside. Okay, now look ahead of us. You can see we are approaching a large shipwreck split into 2 pieces. It's ginormous. It's unbelievable that this fits in here. This is just 1/2 on the right side. Now let's take a look over at the left side shipwreck. Look inside at that octopus. Disneyland in California just recently added one. This guy's the original. Okay, now I know it's hard to see because it's so dark in here, but this is a massive, massive area. Just this room alone is like the size of the whole Blue Bayou at Disneyland, or at least it feels that way. It's huge. Now we're approaching the pirate fort again. I love how you come through the pirate fort in the queue area, and then you sort of re-enter it by water through this back door here. And again, it is massive. Look at all the space just in this area. There are whole little side rooms in here with all kinds of props and everything. And this is the best part of all, the lift hill. It is so cool with creepy, ominous pirate music. There's creepy, ominous pirate light coming through. And my favorite thing is this chain drive system. So the lift hill right here feels like it actually could have existed in the old pirate times. Alright, so there goes the recently added Davy Jones there. When we pop out here, look to your left. It's pretty awesome. cruising on the one side, and the fact that the sails are all tattered on the other side, and you got PvPD, the pirate, poking over the wall. Last time I was here, they finally fixed that swinging pirate overhead, but it looks like it's already broken and gone again. Here's what it looked like last year when it was actually working for a little while. All right, entering the darkness into the prison. Notice that the two different pirate cells are across the water from each other. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yes, a good name.
Okay, now down this hill, okay. Yes! Oh, I love that. The original captain of the Inferno. I'm not Barbossa, captain of the Inferno. Same name as what I really ship. Oh, I love this.
Ce marin d'eau douce, compagnon. Parle-toi, canaille. Où est le trésor?
Now that I've seen the redhead scene at Walt Disney World and in Anaheim, I gotta tell you, I kind of prefer the one in Paris.
Pour ces prologues et ces colifichets, un véritable trésor. La vente commence, comme fondant. Qui veut des perles et des diamants? Montre-leur la marchandise. Et maintenant, notre frigo, montre-nous ce magnifique. Je l'ai bien eu, parole de pirate. Tu peux toujours chercher peut-être jamais la main dessus. Tais-toi, petit. Je l'ai bien eu, parole de pirate. Tu peux toujours chercher Capitaine Jack Sparrow. Et encore moins.
Okay, now if you look past Jack Sparrow here, see this building? Well, there's supposed to be two animatronic sword fighting each other. You can still hear them right now, but for some reason they're all kind of close to each other. Alright, now it's time for the big finale. At least the big finale in the original Pirates, the burning town scene. Notice there are some subtle differences here in the Paris version of the scene versus anywhere else. Starting with the band. The dog with the band isn't over here. He's on the other side. now time for the thing that made this the most different of all at one time, the photo op. First we just go down this hill. Wow! What a fun one. Now you see the orders are different because in Paris, unlike Anaheim, we end with the pirate cave.
Mon ami emplumé, t'es absolument limite. Prends une bagnole pour la peine. Une petite. Je regarde, mais ça porte à tous. Ah, les nombreux camarades perdus en mer. Santé.
Okay, now noticing the scene here at the end with the pirate drinking the wine you can see going through his ribs. The cube actually goes directly above us here. And there's a point at which you can peek into this room. Pretty cool little fact.
Listen to your soirees, don't go rocking the boat. Stay seated until a crew member tells you to get up. Écoutez-moi vous autres. Cessez donc de secouer la barque et restez assis jusqu'à ce qu'on vous dise quand vous le faites.
Best pirates ever! Seriously, that is my favorite ride anywhere. What'd you think, Allie?
It was really cool. I loved Barbossa at the end.
Oh yeah, part of the Barbossa generation. I love how they have that original captain in there. Just a little whiff of my childhood in there. Okay, well as you can see, it is still really cold out here, so we're gonna head into a Chalet de la Marionnette. The castle of the puppet? Ooh, 2 tires to pull. That's a joke. Okay. Pretty cool because it's kind of like our village house in here. Just much bigger. See what I mean, you guys? Plus, there's a whole section of the restaurant themed around Geppetto's raft. It's closed off at the moment, but it's just pretty cool that it's got the double theming going on. Oh, poor hungry Figaro. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's a little hidden Disneyland Easter egg here as you exit. When they built the village house at Disneyland in 1983, for whatever reason, when they went to put the exit sign over the doors, they could only put it slightly off-center to the right. So they added a painting of Figaro pulling it over with a rope. So when they built Disneyland Paris, they made sure not to repeat the mistake. They put the exit sign right in the middle up there, and as a wink and a nod to the original in Disneyland, they've got Figaro painted up here winking and giving the thumbs up. Like, don't worry you guys, I fixed it. He really sortied it out. You know what I mean? Sortied it out? Okay, let's go. All right, well, I don't know about you, but smelling all that food in there made me really hungry. So perhaps it's time for us to go get a little lunch. Oh, I love seeing this castle. Wait a minute, what is that? A Frenchman? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Who is it?
It's Justin, and this is my alley.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
Is there someone else up there we can talk to?
No, and now go away or I will taunt you a second time.
Jeez, touchy. All right, well, on our way back to the hotel, let's go pop in and see the dragon real quick. Dragons have fiery breath. Maybe the dragon can cook us up something good to eat. Ooh, I love this cave. Not as much as I love what's in it. Oh, yeah, there he is. The best part of Disneyland Paris. The dragon. dragon. Look at the size of that reptile. Are dragons reptiles?
I don't know.
I'm guessing they're reptiles. Ooh, he's very popular down here. Poor dragon. All he wants to do is take a nice nap down here. And people just won't stop staring at him. Hey, think you could cook me up some meat with your fire breath? I'm really hungry. Whoa! No? Well, that's okay. Never mind. Sheesh. Sorry to bother you. I'll let you go back to sleep, okay? Okay. All right. Dragon's as cranky as everybody's mother-in-law. Okay, well, I guess we'll head towards the hotel. Ah, it's so beautiful here on this main street, and it's always torture trying to decide whether I want to walk down beautiful Main Street, USA in Paris, or since it's the only place you can do it, whether I want to whip into the arcades. You know, the little covered walkways back there. Well, actually, since it's so cold, I know exactly what I want to do. Get me inside. Oh, yeah. This is so awesome, especially when Main Street is crowded. Like if there's parades or the castle fireworks show or something, this is the way to go. You never have to bump into anyone on Main Street. Also great for the rain, snow, or wind like today, so kind of nice. All right, now we'll just hop out of the arcade, take a stroll over to the main entrance, and head up to that big, beautiful, very pink hotel. Poor Allie's so cold. Oh, see, this is the only way I survive out here. Somebody flew us here, put us up in the hotel, and they put us up where they will make gluten-free food. Because believe me, Disneyland Paris is not very gluten-friendly down in the park. Ugh. So this is kind of the only reason I'm able to come here at all. Okie dokie. Ooh, this Christmas tree reminds me. We should head downstairs. Because there's one thing down there that I almost always forget exists. And I heard it's been transformed for Christmas. Just a stone's throw away from here. It's the Disneyland Paris version of Downtown Disney. It's called Disney Village. And just like Downtown Disney at home or Disney Springs in Florida, this is where they've got all that extra shopping and dining and entertainment. They've got their World of Disney store. They got a movie theater, a Disney-themed Wild West show, which I still haven't seen yet, but someday I hope to. And of course, there's a Planet Hollywood and all kinds of other cool themed restaurants. And of course, now at this time of year, lots of extra stuff for Christmas. Look at this. In true European style, there's all kinds of little Christmas kiosks set up. Looks like Disney Village has now become Disney Christmas Village. Ooh, pretty. You know, it's pretty exciting stuff when there's this many people out here and it's still below freezing. This whole area is going to be renovated when they add the Frozen area and Star Wars Land later, but for now you can still see a little bit of that original Frank Gehry design. Also mushrooms. There are mushrooms here. Would you look at the size of that fungus? Ooh, look at this. There's an alligator in here. This poor alligator is out in the water in the cold. He must be freezing. Okay, let's check out some of those Christmas booths because I definitely need some Christmas cheer to warm me up. And the hot air balloon definitely couldn't do it. That would just cause me Christmas fear. All right, by the smell of it, I think they got some hot wine here. Oh yeah, the hot wine. They got the hot cheese and the pretzels, Christmas cookies, Christmas pickles. Ooh, nothing goes with some hot wine like a good Christmas pickle. Ooh, next door, looks like they got all kinds of crepes and waffles and gluten-y things for Allie. I can't even eat this stuff and it looks good to me. Pretty good stuff. Now, what do we have over here? Ooh. Now, I think this one might actually tempt you. Because this one is absolutely jam-packed with Christmas candy. Look at the size of those candy ropes. Wow, there's so many of them. And so many lollipops, candy canes, and Barbossa. Just one thing, Allie, don't get the chocolate flavor. It's acid. Of course she goes for the candy floss, aka cotton candy. We have a cotton candy machine in our house at home, but you just can't keep a good Allie down.
I got one of the ropes too.
Is it good? Ooh, what's it taste like?
Blue.
Okay. Looks like there's some more over here. And check this out. A fun pick opportunity. Look, even in France. Vive le fun pick. Ooh, now check this out. This would be more my speed. A soup bar. See, now that right there is a great idea. Because it's freaking freezing out here. Okay, look at this. It's awfully cozy in here. Looks like they got all kinds of soups. Ooh, even some onion soup. Onion soup in France? That's French onion.
Onion soup?
Ooh, vegetable soup. soup. Allie's going for the chestnut soup. Because I was telling her, where else are you gonna get chestnut soup? Very good.
In French, soupe à la châtaigne.
Ooh.
Châtaigne, chestnut. In French, châtaigne.
Châtaigne.
Voilà, very good.
It sounds better like that. I like the French way. Thank you.
Merci.
See, now you've got hot chestnut soup. That has to be better than candy right now. It's so cold.
Oh, that's really good.
Ooh, are you surprised? Is it crazy good?
Yeah.
So it's nuts?
Yeah.
What does it taste like? I've never had chestnut soup before.
I've never had a chestnut, so I don't know if it tastes like chestnuts, but I'm guessing that's what it tastes like.
But does it taste good?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, look at this next door. When you're done with your chestnut soup, there's even more dessert. Dang, chocolates for days. Hey, and if you're not in the mood for chocolate, you can get a Krusty Pop. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. I don't know what these things are either, but they look good. Good thing I'm full, or I'd be getting really hungry out here. Oh, that looks so good. Just the steam coming off of it looks good. I just want to feel the steam. Ah. Hey, look, they're growing candy canes out here. This is the one thing I just don't understand is the hot wine. I mean, it looks cool in here. It looks appetizing even. But every time I think I might want to try it, I catch a whiff of it and I'm like, nah, pass. I mean, I have been known to whine from time to time. It's just usually whines are coming out of my mouth, not going into my mouth. Ooh, look at this one, Allie, the big one. Of course, the biggest booth on the strip would be selling crepes and waffles. They love those things out here. But look at all this other stuff out here. They got the pretzels. They got a bunch of giant Christmas cookies. Even a little gingerbread house. Whoa, Allie just pointed this out to me. There are some huge cookies in here, like the size of a person's head. Look at that one. Look at the size of that snack. I was gonna say it's crazy because in France, Christmas seems to be all about treats. And then I remembered at home, candy canes and stockings full of candy and Yule logs and Christmas cake and figgy pudding and whatnot. Although I've never seen a figgy pudding in real life, so that might not actually exist. It's just that the treats here are a little different. Like, look at this. This is nuts! Literally! Nuts for days! What the heck kind of nuts are those? Those are some huge nuts, and they heat them up in those little silver thingies. A couple of years ago, I saw a lot of kiosks selling hot nuts on the Champs-Elysees, so they're very popular here. But you know what's popular with Allie is all the candy ones. Oh my gosh, it's like Candy Crush. It's like Lollipop Lane. Oh man, this is like a dentist's worst nightmare. Unless he's into disco. Then he might really like this booth. Wow, chocolate marshmallows. I think they got cake pops back there. Candied apples, all kinds of nuts and lollipops. Look at these ones, they're flipping huge. Oh, and of course, what French treat kiosk would be complete without macarons? Ooh, look. Mickey macarons. Mickey Mouse macarons. The initials of that spell Of course, Allie has to get a Mickey Mouse macaron. Oh, wow. Look at that little 3-pack. Aww. I see one last booth over here. This one's got all kinds of treats that look like little croutons to me. But there's also beignets and waffles and little churros. Those are actually the first churros I've ever seen at Disneyland Paris. Weird. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps up the Christmas kiosks. It's pretty darn cool. I mean, they have little Christmas villages all over Paris and all over France, all over Europe, in fact. So I'm not sure if it's a big deal to the people from Europe around here, but to us tourists from America, this is pretty darn cool. All right, gang, I think that's about all we have time for in one video. Sadly, tomorrow we are leaving Disneyland Paris, so we're gonna take a little time and go explore the shops. But as for you guys, for the moment, you've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well. Ooh, check out this little stage right here. I guess today it's a little too cold, but the other day we saw a guy up here blowing huge bubbles with this crazy wand. Now, normally I'm not a fan of bubbles, but huge bubbles. Come on. Sadly, I think for today he's done his duty. He's gone home to sleep well. Ah, this is my favorite store in Disneyland Paris. Look, there's Baloo and Cousin Louie from Tailspin. Launchpad McQuack in a rocket. Just zipping around. Cloud Kicker. This all rules. Oh, it's so 90s. If they ever get rid of this stuff, I hope they send it to me. I'll take all of it. Oh my gosh, it's Oliver. Oliver and Dodger. You never see those. Speaking of the 90s, instead of the hand, it's the mitten. I got the mitten shot here. Oh my gosh, who knew it would be so cold in the Middle East? Ah! Oh, I love seeing this castle. Wait a minute, what is that? A Frenchman? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Who is it?
It's Justin, and this is my alley. Whose castle is this?
This is the castle of my master, Greedy Lumber.
Go and tell your master that we have been charged by God with a sacred quest, and if he will give us food and shelter for the night, he may join us in our quest for the Holy Grail.
Well, I'll ask him, but I don't think he'll be very keen. He's already got one, you see?
Are you sure he's got one?
Oh, yes, it's very nice.
Well, can we come up and have a look?
Of course not. You're American types.
Well, what are you then?
I'm French. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
Well, what are you doing in Disney?
Mind your own business.
If you will not show us the Grail, we will take your castle by force.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs. Go and boil your bottom, sons of a silly person. I blow my nose at you, so-called Arthur King. You and all your silly English
Strange person.
Now look here, my good man.
I don't want to talk to you no more, you empty-headed animal food truck wiper. I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Is there someone else up there we can talk to?
No, and now go away, or I will taunt you a second time.
Jeez, touchy.
All right, you unlovers. You're almost ashore now. But you better keep to your seats if you know what's good for you. I don't just see it west. The best they come in and see what time they at me. Listen to you, boys. Don't go rocking the boat. Stay seated until a crew member tells you to get up.
Laissez-moi dans la mer.
C'est les yeux de la pierre.
On est prêts, non?